Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got...
Eastern Assassin, Larry Holmes. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history.
It'll be ding-ding from birth Bravo off.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. Got him with a left jab. There's a counter shot. Good defense stopping that jab. Tried to score with a jab. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxer back together. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. And you got to go back out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you let him back into it. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that left uppercut. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time, He throws a punch. A receipt is coming right back. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's not a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. He blocks that jab. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. He parries that left jab away. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music. There's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Only catching air with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook was off target. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The jab misses. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round.
There's the bell for round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. He blocks the hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. How about that time counter shot? One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Punch, counter punch. Insane action. He misses with that jab. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. Time for the 5th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Missing with that right hook. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
His jab just got blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. And there's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
His jab just got blocked. Parries that jab away. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
There's a counter shot. Nice defense on that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-side. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that. Round 8, and we're off again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't score. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nope, that uppercut does not score. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Oh, Larry Holmes on the back foot. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything. Because
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
unanimous. You know what? Smart, smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend?
Here comes Deontay.
This bout is scheduled.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned
All right,
rivalry.
I went
When
over
there's
the
guts,
rules.
when there's
I want
feeling,
you
when
to
there's
protect
heart
yourself at
involved,
all
that's when you
times.
get a good fight,
And what I
one-on-one.
say, you
What a
must
great
obey.
venue,
Good
and
luck.
what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? That jab misses. That hook's blocked. We wanted action, and they are delivering. He threw a punch and just got countered. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
There's a counter shot. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. Here we go. It's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Insane action. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. That jab was blocked. Beautiful counter punch. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Caution being thrown to the wind. That left hook missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. That belt. Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Tried to score with a jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with the right hook. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook just can't find the target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round.
Switch on, switch on.
This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
No rest for the weary. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice defense on that hook. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that. Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They both want the knockout. knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Only catching air with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, it's no secret who had... There's the bell to start round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. He blocks the jab. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? So much for boxing. This is a fight. And that hook misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Another win.